again. I'm Krista.
And I'm Nicki.
And today we are going to be talking about herbs.
Ooh! Ready?
Yes.
Got it.
Let's
Cheers.
go.
Let's go.
All right. So Nicki and I both actually just did an herbal course.
We did. It was amazing. I haven't finished it yet.
You haven't? The summit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't finish all of them. I need to go back and watch some of them.
They're really good information.
But oh my gosh, so much information.
Whew. It was amazing.
Which I'm getting into herbs. I've always grown some herbs, culinary herbs.
I was going to say, you've been more kitchen herbs.
Yeah, I've always grown some culinary herbs, but I'm starting to really get into like the comfrey. I've been growing comfrey for 3 years.
Yeah.
And I just want more of that knowledge base. And Nicki inspires me too, because she makes teas, herbal teas. And obviously I grow, like I have basil and dill and spearmint, Italian parsley, basil, lime, thyme. Like I love growing them, but I don't always know what to do with them other than cooking with them. So I always find like this stuff fascinating.
Yeah.
So tell me how you got into the teas.
Medical reasons, I don't like to go to the doctor very often in that sense unless I absolutely have to. And I do think that there is a time for modern medicine, so don't go out there for all the haters out there. In a sense, like I get it. But I also want to try to do things holistically before I ever get into going to the doctor. I started my thing out with oils, like with doTERRA oils, and gone from there. And those are really good too. But I realized I'm at that age, y'all.
We're old now.
Yeah. And there's a lot of things that people don't know about as women get older. And I started this in a sense because of the fact that I was trying to find stuff for me personally to help with the symptoms that, you know, unfortunately we all have to go through. But it started with one thing, and then I was like, oh, let me do one for allergies, because allergies are really bad here. We have pollinating season. Which we're getting ready to hit in just a little bit.
And when we say pollinating, we mean Mother Nature is seasoning us.
Right, and turning everything yellow. Everything.
Yes, she's sprinkling us and getting ready to cook us.
But so I just started doing a bunch of research in a sense of what herb could help with a certain ailment. But then I learned when you put the herbs together, they form a synergy. So like hibiscus, for example, is great for your circulatory system.
I grow that.
It's great for your circulatory system. So it's great to help lower your blood pressure by itself. But this morning, I've been having some stomach issues, but this morning my digestion tea had hibiscus in it with ginger, lemon balm, and calendula.
I grow that too.
Yeah. But because those created that synergy, it actually helped calm my stomach, even though hibiscus is for the circulatory system or whatever. So they create that synergy, which I think is really cool.
Well, that's kind of like, even in cooking.
Yes.
Turmeric.
Yes.
Turmeric.
It's great for pain and inflammation.
It is great for inflammation if you're doing like a low inflammatory diet.
Yes.
But you really need like that black pepper to activate it.
To make it go a little bit extra oomph.
Yes.
So for your body absorption. Yes.
Yeah, and so that's kind of like where I've come into really exploring the herbal flavors and how they work together. I mean, everybody knows the Italian blend. Like, it's just, oregano is great, but if you mix it with some parsley and some thyme and...
True, but oregano is also a great antimicrobial, and it's also a, what do you take? I just lost the word for when they give you medicine for strep throat. Antibiotic.
Antibiotic, yes.
So it is a very natural...
But especially the oil.
The oil part of it, yes.
You know my mom's allergic to the oil. I think she can eat the herb, but not the oil.
Because it's a different distillation process. Yeah. So it's neat to see how it goes through each one, though.
And it's just like taking your tea blend, and then you add honey, and honey adds that extra
oomph to it, too.
Yeah.
But it's all still natural.
Yes.
And you know where, you know, it's good for your body, it's good for the environment, things like that, because these are all locally sourced here.
And sometimes you still need, you know, an extra oomph from pharmaceuticals.
Absolutely.
You know, if you have severe depression, a mood tea is not going to cure you of your severe depression, but it may help take the edge off.
Correct.
And then you
Or if you're driving for 9 hours and you're exhausted, you needed to take some Tylenol because, you know.
So let's talk about a couple of these. We won't do too many of them because I think you need to find her. Do you have online?
Just Steeped is not online just yet.
Okay, but we're working on that one.
I'm working on it.
But
23 different ailment bags.
Okay, but have you added my personal one to your?
No.
Oh, see, she made me my own. But you can go to, if you are in the North Carolina local Triad area, most Purple Wagon events, not all of them.
Not all of them, but they will all be at the Foothills.
Yes,
that is
they're
sure.
always at the Foothills Brewery once a month
in Winston.
Some of the other Purple Wagon events and at the Summerfield Farmers Market, which is the Northwest Guilford Farmers Market.com.
They will be there, yes.
So this one right here is a popular one. Don't sugarcoat it. Tell us about that one.
So that one's going to help your insulin levels. It's going to help balance out your sugar levels. It has fenugreek, ginger, turmeric, and lemon balm in it. And it's not going to make it to the point where like your A1C is going to tank or anything like that. But it will help balance those out. And it's good for the circulatory system as well. But anybody who is trying to lower their A1Cs or their things would be a great one for this. Don't sugarcoat it. And I love my puns. I love a play on words.
This one I just want to drink because it sounds amazing. Forget Me Not.
That one's really cool. So that one is another fabulous female one. That's for to lower your cortisol. Because women hold their stress, which is our cortisol, and anytime your levels get higher, means that your stress goes, your body goes out of whack, all kinds of things. You get that lovely pooch, and everything. So you have to balance out those hormones, and that Forget Me Not is going to help you do that.
So one thing I just recently learned, which would go well with this tea, is that people who have cortisol issues, basically your body goes into like a fight or flight mode.
Yes, and they can't get out of it.
And so if you have cortisol problems, if you wake up in the morning and immediately have to jump into getting your kids out the door and running out the door to work, it actually throws your body immediately into that cortisol high. And then you can't come down from it the rest of the day.
Yep.
So I have started getting up like an hour early before sun, before anybody else.
Yep.
Getting a hot drink and sitting in my recliner with my cat in my lap and easing into the day.
And just chilling. Absolutely.
And holy crap, has that helped. So can you imagine this as your hot beverage?
Yeah. One in the morning and one in the evening, because it's also going to help turn your brain off.
Everything out at night.
To where you can sleep.
So that would be an amazing thing. So if you are middle-aged, suffering from stress, cortisol issues like I am, this is a good one.
And I will say that none of these
have this one back here because I have to keep that
one. And consult your doctor before you drink any of these or whatever.
Yeah, especially if you are already taking pharmaceutical meds. Certain things, because some pharmaceuticals are based on herb things, you don't want to overdo it.
Right.
So I would.
And some of them counteract.
Yes.
Just like, you might have counteract with, moxicillin with your birth control or whatever.
Right.
But so you just want to make sure you consult a doctor before you do any type of herbal remedy or anything along those lines.
This one's fun. Flu's Clues.
That one is a when you have the flu. That is not to help to prevent the flu or anything along those lines. It's going to help bring down your fever, and it's also going to help with your body aches.
Brainstorm Frenzy.
That one's to help relieve the pressure of your head from your daily stress and your headaches. That one smells
the
amazing.
Lavender and the rosemary. I used to do the oils on my temples with the rosemary and lavender when I had headaches. Waste not, root not.
The chicken thought that was funny too. That's going to actually help balance your metabolism. So it's going to help with those sugar cravings to help to where it's going to hopefully lower your waist. A lot of men like this one, but the one you hid, the Forget Me Not too. When you have you level out your cortisol levels, that helps with your waist as well.
Well, this has similar.
It does.
Oh no, that one doesn't have the fenugreek. Yeah. This has the hibiscus and stinging nettle. I'm shocked at how much stinging nettle can do.
Amazing.
And that stuff like grows everywhere in my yard, and I'm constantly trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, it's kind of an invasive plant, but it is what it is.
Circulate the love.
This one right here.
Liver Be Good.
This is the men's #1 seller.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
This is the top seller in either breweries I go to.
Well, because they all drink. They want to flush that liver.
But this is a good liver detox. With the dandelion root, the calendula, chamomile, and echinacea. So this is a good, very soft, liver cleanse. Like, it's just going to help, get all the junk
And
out.
each one of these is roughly, depending on how you like the taste, but 18.
And about 18 cups. So it's about 2 ounces and about 18 cups if you use a tablespoon per or whatever. And again, that's give or take.
Yep. And then you add some honey to it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So
right
good.
there.
Some of these blends, we have a turkey trying to come in again. Every time we do a talk, she
I know,
tries
right?
to come in. But yeah, so herbal teas.
We have some for moms who are postpartum. We have some for that.
Do you have the lactation
Not
tea?
yet. I'm working on it.
I was going to say, now
Working on it.
when I was doing, it's really good. You kind of have to get used to the taste. But
You do. And I will say, speaking of taste, I haven't had anybody complain about these.
no, they're really, really good.
Like, I mean, you would think, okay, the herbs are, they're earthy, they're whatever. And I haven't had anybody actually complain about it. I think it's because when they work together, because you have
when
like
you
your
get the right blend,
Yeah.
too.
So I think that helps in that sense.
I think
But
sometimes when you get some of the mass-produced ones,
they're all
there's
just, yes.
there's one flavor that's usually the cheapest ingredient.
Right,
And they use the bulk of that, and that's the one flavor you get. And you can look at these and see that it's pretty even.
Yeah. Yeah, so my recipe book, it's like one part, or a half a part, or
Right.
whatever to make it to where. But yeah.
To where the flavors blend
Yep.
really good.
Yep.
Yep.
And it's just easy, you put it in, get your hot water going. Don't put it in the Keurig, though, because it'll run through and it has to have a chance to steep. But you can do the hot water from the Keurig. But you have a steeper or a loose leaf tea bag. Put this in. Let it sit for 5 minutes, depending on how strong you like your tea. Anywhere up to about 10 minutes. Take it out, add your honey, and enjoy.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a resurgence of people trying to get back to whole foods, natural
Yes,
foods.
I agree.
I know I am for health
too.
issues.
Me too.
And just that holistic lifestyle. So this has been a great product. It came at the right time for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's about a year. About a year that it's been in production in that sense. Again, I've always done it for me, but it's been in production for the public, I guess you could say, for about a year.
Yeah.
But it has really gotten a lot of traction.
Yeah.
Like, people really, they come up and, Krista asked one time, she's like, hey, I'm having an issue with my pancreas. Is there something that, I made her a special blend.
And y'all can't have it. No, I'm just kidding.
Maybe. Yeah. But I mean, if there's anything, I made another blend for another person, for Katie, with the rolling lunchbox. And since, because she had an ailment, and she's like, hey, what can you do? So I did my research and did, which herbs and stuff are going to work.
Yeah.
And stuff, so.
Yeah. So, all right. So there's a good product for you and a
Just
good talk
steeped.
for the day. Again, think about those whole foods and those products that are more back to the earth and more natural.
Feeding it from the earth, absolutely.
And things that you can do and get locally. I mean, you can, if you're not into tea, because, we're in the U.S., so a lot of coffee drinkers. I'm a coffee drinker. You can add them to culinary, too. You can still get benefit in culinary, too.
Yep.
So, and fresh herbs are great, and those are available at your market.
Absolutely.
So, all right,
Thank
we'll
you.
see you on the next one.
All right, bye, guys.